Come over.
Pardon?
Come over.
Yeah, come on over. Yeah, I just forgot to pull that over. Yeah, come on over.
Just making sure.
Yep. So many.
So many.
Neon cigar.
That's cold. I'm gonna turn the fan on.
Okay.
I'll put it on
Just kind of
now.
point it up or something, maybe. Hello, it's Friday, so I thought I had turned the microphone off. So I'm glad we didn't say anything.
Heard.
We didn't say anything too incriminating.
No.
Look at this fun thing. Bright orange.
It sure is.
Yeah. It's Friday. That means it's time for the Mike and Audrey show. I'm Mike.
I'm Audrey.
It's Cannonball Katie over here, sneaking in.
Cannonball Katie.
Sneaking in. Hi. Yes. Fine. I'll turn on your cat cam. There. Is that better?
She says yes.
Okay. Good. Good. I don't know. You want to start with hellos?
Sure.
All right. Let's say hi. Wow, there's a lot of chatting here. Russell and Russell and Nigel, and we're gonna talk like this today. And Laura, and this is hard to do, and Willem, and I'm thinking too much, and Rewell, and Carol, and Greg, and Wendy Shue, and other more different Greg, and Dustin, and Atelier, and Atomic Elf, and Danish, and Robert Kalk Jr., and Chubby Omnivore, and Russell, and Mike H., and Michael Hansen, and who haven't I said? That's probably everybody. Matt, Annie, hello. That's it. It's everybody. It's everybody. Yay. Carol.
For now.
2 Carols. Well, that's everybody so far.
There you go.
That's the way it goes. It's a so far thing. You know, I can't just, keep a running tally. I'll never remember.
Yeah.
So, what? The signage chat?
Uh-oh.
I don't know. Be vaguely interesting for a sec. Did you do it?
What?
Be interesting?
Oh, I didn't even hear you. I was just literally in my own whole zoning out. Sorry.
I get it.
I don't know where I put my phone. I didn't bring my phone with me, apparently.
You don't need that.
Well, just realized.
That's okay. All right. So I gotta sign into my own chat. 2-step verification?
2-step. Luckily, it's not my phone. See, I would have needed my phone.
You would have needed your phone. Yes, it's me. Fine. What? Just, no. No, not now.
Mike is having angers.
No, not anger. Just like...
frustration?
Good. Now I can type in my own chat. It was like,
yeah.
You have to do all these things. And hey, what about emails and stuff? So, oh, sorry about Mr. Nose. Yeah, so that's the thing about the title. We had a loss in the household. We had to say goodbye to Mr. Nose on Monday, and it's been a really crappy week, frankly. So yeah, I shared that with the Twitch folks. Subjected them to a whole lot of weeping on Tuesday. Was still extremely raw that day.
I'll be right back. I forgot tissues and I forgot my phone, so I'm gonna go get those things. I'll be right back.
Go ahead and get those things. I was like, maybe I have some in here, but I don't think I do. So yeah, that's it's pretty rough. Yeah, thanks. Yeah, well, I mean, I'd say I love how much Mr. Knows in the recent videos too, but man, he really wanted to stomp through my videos a whole lot, and I'm glad I let him. There's a lot of photo evidence or video evidence of Nose participating in the channel. He was, he was a huge part of the house, and so there's kind of like a big hole in the house, and kind of like in our hearts a little bit. That's kind of the way it goes. So, yeah, it's been rough, honestly, but we're getting through it. there's less random crying, that sort of thing. But that's the way it goes. Yeah, Russell, I'll show you that actually. It's really cool ink. We'll take a look at that later. So, but I know y'all cherished him too, so it's kind of a loss for everybody. And just yeah, that. Yeah, he started. I don't know. He started feeling bad, I guess, like last Friday night.
Like we remember last week during the live stream, we were trying to get him to eat, and he just wasn't wanting to.
Oh, like treats or whatever.
Treats and just his food that he hadn't finished.
Yeah, and then he like wasn't hunting my pizza plate, and I was like, oh, maybe he's just really tired because he was like real active on Thursday. He just kind of didn't want to eat food anymore after that. Really, turning down his delectables goop, and
which he never did. Like he
Yeah.
He didn't want to eat his like real food, but like the delectables food is just
super.
He loved it.
Apparently super good, but he was just like, I don't really want that. And of course it's a weekend, so we couldn't like talk to the vet or anything. So we were going to we sent a text to one of the vet techs who was kind enough to give us her number in case we needed help with stuff. And she's like, yeah, you might offer it to him in a syringe sort of thing, and like mix up some of his food with water and get him to Monday. But Monday he didn't even want butter. So like we knew like Saturday night, I think we started really seriously talking about sort of the end for him. So
I was really mean to Mike.
No, you weren't. Don't do that.
What? Well, I just thought that Mike was overreacting on Saturday morning. Because I was like, oh, he's not eating. It's okay. And then Mike was like getting upset. And I was just like, what are you doing? Why are you freaking out? Like, but then Mike knew more than I did. Because Mike was used to, like, Mike has fed him all day, every day for like a year.
Yeah. Yeah, it was tough. So, but no, it's not. She's like, oh, I was mean to you. I'm like, what? I was freaking out, and it's not anything I like put a finger on, but like I just kind of knew that like he wasn't doing well. I don't know. It's just like I'm around him all the time, and Audrey has to leave and go to work, so it was, just kind of the way it went. But yeah, we spent all day Saturday and Sunday with him.
All day,
like within a couple of feet. I mean,
it was so good, but so hard. Too just knowing
it was kind of grinding.
I mean, I'm glad they were able to but
so then we took him in on Monday and had to say goodbye. So
he lost a lot of weight. Like he didn't have weight to give up.
I know we had done so well packing at least a pound or two on him, and
he had gained weight up till a couple weeks ago.
Yeah, so the vet said it must have been something acute, like a clot to his liver or his kidneys or something, because he was kind of jaundiced, it turned out, and it was just like that was the best thing we could do for him. We couldn't fix him.
Yeah, he didn't have any weight. Like other animals, if they're not feeling well, just like humans, you have a few days of not wanting to eat, it's okay.
Or if you're Katie, like 6 months.
Approximately 6 months, you're okay, but...
Yeah, but not Nose, so...
No.
They're like, there's some things we could maybe do to, like, maybe try to help him along, and we're like, yeah, but, like, is it gonna work? And they're like, 20% chance,
yeah, there's like 25%.
Maybe.
And then that would just get him to the point that he was a couple weeks ago.
If we're lucky.
Yeah, if we're lucky. And
so it's just kind of... Yeah.
Everyone knew he loved butter so much. Did you tell him that?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, Monday morning he just wouldn't even have that. So I was like, I'll give you a stick of butter, my guy. Yeah. But yeah, so 19 actually. We had him for 18.
We had him for 18.
But yeah, he was 19, so he was a legal adult in most places. And just kind of a force. But we've been just kind of working through it.
I mean, thank you, Mr. Goodman.
Oh, thanks. Yeah.
We appreciate it. And it was hard too because our cat Clipsy wasn't as much of a staple on here, but she ran the household, as we said, when losing her and Chris at Christmas time, and then this is just.
Yeah, we got an extra 8 months with Nose, and I know it was a good 8 months. You know, like he was, he had a pretty good quality of life. I think we kept for him.
He did better. We didn't know what he was gonna do.
Yeah.
Because they were together all day, every day for 18 years.
Yeah.
And so all of a sudden not having her, we didn't know if he was, because that can happen when another animal just sort of wither away too. But he didn't. He was strong through it, and
Yeah, he was strong and brave and happy, and it was time we had to let him go. So.
But I hope that they're together, laying in a yin yang form, and just gonna miss him so much.
Taking care of the local lamb chop population. Yeah. So that's our sad news. Yeah. So, it was. Those two never chased each other. They were always they were best friends forever, like just cuddling all the time.
Yeah, they just cuddled all the time. Yeah,
they were big pals. So
sometimes Nose was approximately 75% heart and 25% piss and vinegar.
Yeah,
would you say it was approximately that?
At least, yeah.
Constant line stepper with her all the time. Sometimes she would have to hiss in his face really hard. And not mean it, but like she would still do it pretty hard. Yeah, that's what he would do. He would just sit there and be like, "We're gonna ride this wave off. You're gonna stop hissing in my face here soon."
Yeah.
But.
So it's been a rough week in the Madison household for sure, but and Scraggles is not a comforting dog.
No.
She's my perfect princess, but she's like, I don't know, y'all are being weird, and I'm not 100% certain why, so I'm gonna hang out over here until you need me.
She was not wanting to be near us.
She's not the dog that comes up and licks your face and you cry.
No, she did once.
Yeah.
And she was hoping that was enough to like stop doing what we were doing.
It didn't work. She's like, well, I'm not gonna keep doing that.
I'm not gonna keep doing that. Whereas Katie has been like the opposite, where she's just there all the time. Like she's, but yeah, here she is.
Yep.
She's like, I hear you're crying. Let me come in here.
Yeah. Yeah. She's been a good girl, and she's been sweet. So. Yep. So yeah, pets are family. That's I've had students be like, hey, I'm gonna lose my dog tomorrow, but I'll try to come to class anyway, and like, stop that. Don't do that at all.
At the same time, everybody does grieve differently.
Sure.
So having something distracting, and like nobody wants to go to work, but going to work has been a distraction, which is good. Which is sometimes good just to get your mind out of it. And so it's always been every morning I would wake up, and he was the first thing I would see, because he would always get up and say hi to me every morning. Mm-hmm. And even when he wasn't feeling well, he would still get up and say hi to me. So it's the morning time when I sit there and think about it. And then the first thing I do when I get home, I would always go and see him. And it's those times, and just, all the memories of seeing something and thinking about him. So
yeah, like
those are hard times.
I was taking a shower just a little bit ago, and this song came on. It's like a song we'd always like change the lyrics to Nose song.
Yeah, always do that. Or depending on the animal, whatever fits best with the song.
Well, for that one, that was a Nose song.
It was a Nose song, yeah.
So
I'm just saying we do it for other animals.
Depending
on the song. But,
yeah, of course. Yeah, so.
But I know, somehow I feel like he knows that somehow other people loved him too, and everyone loved him, so I feel like he somehow knew that all of you out there are watching him and loving him, and so we appreciate you.
Yeah.
Caring about them, even though you've never met him, but you did get to meet him, because this was him all the time, so. Did you ever tell him a story about Chris and Mr. Nose?
I don't know, maybe. It's like, we say like we assume Mr. Nose knows that everybody loved him.
Yeah.
I assume he assumed everybody loved him, and if you didn't, he would make you do that just through like persistence and stubbornness.
Yeah, He was.
My best friend was not a pet person, just didn't really want to have pets. He didn't hate animals.
Grow up with them or anything like that.
And he's just like, nah, not for me. But every time he saw Nose, he would come over a lot, and we had,
living in the same city.
Yeah, he'd come over a lot, and like Nose would always headbutt him until he paid attention to him. And like now he's got a cat, and is like a cat person, so. Nose changed hearts and minds.
Yeah, he changes to this person who had wanted nothing to do with cats or didn't care about cats to a person that got a cat.
Yeah.
Just because, and he'll admit, he wasn't one of those people like, oh, I just decided to. No, he's like, Mr. Nose convinced me.
Yeah.
And my brother too, he's allergic to cats, and since he was so allergic, he just never wanted to get close to the cats because he would just, it's bad because he was so, allergies would get bad, but when he lived with us, he was actually not that allergic to the cats, but he always loved Mr. Nose too. He loved the other cat. Everyone loves all of our animals, but everyone admits that there's just something special about Mr. Nose, and he wasn't quite like a dog. He was more dog-like, but he was his own thing. So.
Yep. No, he was a star. So. Yep. The vet and the tech were both like. Honestly, kind of shocked that, we kept him doing as well as we did for as long as we did. And,
it was really Mike. Just Mike being able to be here so often and making sure he was eating. So I would say most of those months were because of you being there. And
the fluids thing, like I couldn't have done that without you. Well, and like you did more than you'll.
The fluids is more at the end, whereas yours was like a longer thing.
Well, I was lucky enough to be here and force him to be well.
Yeah.
Do all the stuff that.
But it was partly him too. So
sure. Like he participated.
He did. He was a willing participant in all the things that we had to do to try and make him last longer. So.
Yeah. But they both said they want to be reincarnated as our cats.
Yeah.
Because, we try hard. So.
Yeah.
They're not going to see me over there as much, hopefully, for a long time.
Yeah.
It'd be nice to only see them a couple times a year.
Yeah. It's the past year and a half or so. It's been quite often.
It's been a lot. Yeah.
It's been a lot.
I saw in my 5-year journal that the day before we had to say goodbye to him was the year anniversary of us being like, well, his kidneys really are kind of crap and we got to start giving him supplements and other kinds of stuff. So, it was, he did well.
Yeah.
So.
Cats can live years with kidney disease, but he was just really old. Yeah, he had
it forever. Just So Anyway, that's it's our sad story.
Yeah.
So.
But we're okay. As much as I'm sorry to feel bad crying. Aw, Mr. Goodman, you don't need to do that. Thank you.
Thank you, but.
Yeah, I really appreciate that. Yeah. We have his special, disgusting looking lamb chop sitting where we have Clipsy. So we got him cremated like we did Clipsy, and I'll do a little thing. And what?
She jumped off the table and just shook the whole world.
What did I say? Oh yeah.
No, it was everything shaking as the cannonball left.
We have it together, and we have his gross lamb chop sitting on with it. So
yeah, it's been hunted many times. So.
Maybe he should be put up on the shelf too. Or she is lamb chop. Lamb chop might be a she because it was a woman was doing the thing. So
yeah, I don't know. Maybe it's hard to tell with sheeps.
Yeah,
especially lamb.
Forget that other small one. That one's garbage to him. He had nothing to do with that small lamb chop.
I know. So so that'll be part of the nose and Clipsy shrine.
Yeah. And I know it's tough watching me cry or anyone being upset about it, but I know everyone out there has had some other animal that they miss and care for, so everyone can empathize with losing something. If you haven't, very lucky, and you should appreciate not having to have gone through that yet. But
yeah.
And it is day by day, like Carol says it.
Yeah. I got to do all my loud public crying on Tuesday.
Yeah, I didn't have that. I did. I did listen to yours and cry a bit. Not surprising, but talking about it is when I cry. So I really haven't been crying much the last few days. So it's really talking about it and really thinking about it, which I enjoy. But it just makes me cry. So
yeah. I finally journaled about it last night.
Yeah.
And I was up
I
until
did
like
too.
5 a.m. like writing and crying. So,
Because it takes time to really. The more you really just think back about all the things is when it's toughest. But just passing fleeting moments of missing is it's just like, oh, so it'll just take time to process it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we know. We're not worried about it. Just wanted to. I put in the title to warn y'all that like if you're you don't want to have to deal with us weeping, then just don't watch this one. That's fine.
Understandably, that
I get it.
It's tough. It's tough to watch somebody be like this. Understandably, it's tough being like this right now. So
yeah. So I don't know how you pivot away from that.
I mean, it's fine. It's fine. It's only 20 minutes of it, which is, look, he deserves 2 hours of it, but at the same time, not everyone here needs to have 2 hours of crying time.
Yeah, I get it.
We haven't been eating much we've been better the last couple days. For many days, we were not. Neither of us were the voice of reason and be like, no, we need to pick ourselves up by the bootstrings and just really have a good old hearty, healthy meal.
There was one time when I'm like, I feel like we ought to eat a vegetable.
We did.
And so I was like, we probably ought to eat a vegetable.
I was making us eat blueberries and high protein yogurt.
Yeah.
It was good for us.
Yeah.
So, it wasn't all bad.
Well, yeah. Yeah. So that's probably what I ate on Sunday was like yogurt and blueberries. Or was it Saturday? It was one day that's pretty much what I had.
I ate normally Saturday morning because I was still I was still at that point where I was in denial or didn't think it was as dire as it was going to be. So I ate normally. I had our normal hearty breakfast, whereas Mike was just like being a bird and picking at it a little bit.
Scraggles got a lot of my pancakes that morning.
Scraggles got a lot of pancakes that morning. She loves pancakes.
Yeah.
I don't know about if she loves pancakes as much as Nozo's butter, but...
I don't think anybody loves anything that much.
Yeah. But...
Yeah. I'm glad you got the postcard. I totally meant to send that a long time ago, Nancy, and it just got lost on my desk, so... But yeah, you're welcome.
Oh, I get veggies on pizza. So I am more the veggie person, so I was still eating. I just wasn't really wanting to eat.
Yeah.
That's the main thing.
Yeah.
But
there's a reason that people give all the casserole. I know, nobody was around to give us a casserole.
That's the thing. My brother did send Crumbl cookies, so we've been eating
true.
5,000 calorie Crumbl cookies all week, so which are good. Yeah.
Legitimately all week. Like we got them Monday, and there's still a little bit of one left.
Yeah.
They're very good. Just like, oh my god, you can only eat so much.
So there were 4 cookies. There was like a chocolate cake one with like sprinkles.
Chocolate cake batter, I think.
I don't know, but it was good. And then that thing, this thing, which is cake, I mean, that in itself is a week's worth of food. If you go
or at least a week's worth of sweet food.
If you go to menu. Oh,
you just gotta scroll down.
Oh, do not be clicking on nutritional info for the love of the Lord. Please do not.
Well, I mean, to be fair, these are about as big as my...
Yeah, we've been eating it literally all day.
They're 4 inches across. I measured them.
So that one was good. This one, I mean, it's just so much of it. Mm-hmm. But it was good, and I made a mess about putting them away.
Yeah,
was really
this is my favorite one.
Yeah, it was real almond frosting. I didn't know it was almond frosting, but fine, it was good. Mr. Goodman,
Mr. Goodman, thank you for all the super chats there, but definitely
really appreciate it.
Don't feel like you need to.
No, don't feel like you have to. But
thank you.
Yeah, we'll definitely have pizza on you, and Scrags will have some crust for it. She'll appreciate it.
Yeah.
And we'll even let Katie lick the grease like Mr. Nose would.
Yep, she will. And this was my second favorite.
That one was good too. Yeah.
I do kind of want to know the nutritional information now.
No, why? No. See, they make it hard. They're like, you have to go through 4 clicks in order to see that nutritional information.
It doesn't say how many calories.
It does. It says nutritional information. You just haven't clicked on it.
Oh, that's fine.
120% of your saturated fat.
800 calories per cookie on this thing is not wild. That is a massive cookie. I want to learn more about this one. Yeah, these like 800 calories. Like, that's not that bad.
That was a full. Like,
this thing is the size of a burger.
That was
like, this thing is this tall, yep. Not counting frosting.
No.
Yeah. So we actually, when it got delivered, we didn't know it was coming, and so it sat outside on the porch while we were we finally took a nap that night.
I need a nap so hard. I didn't really sleep on Sunday at all.
Yeah. And so we were taking a nap, and I got up and I went out to get some food afterwards, and I just happened to like see it before I stepped on it.
Because it's a bright pink box. So.
And I brought it inside, and then we noticed it had ants on it because the ants had found it first. But like, whatever, it's fine. Yeah. It's fine. So we just kind of brushed the ants off. Like, it's not a big deal.
We got the ants off.
But the ants, like, I don't even think they could like do much of a like. They were like, whoa. This is so many.
I feel like they had like I touched it like, okay, that might be enough.
Like, whoa. Yeah, I just kind of brushed the ants, so it was fine. So, 800. I mean, look, these are massive cookies, like so big and thick and rich. So like, whatever.
You're not eating a full cookie.
No, and even with that, I lost 3 pounds in the last week. So
yeah. Well,
I lost 4 and got 1 back.
I would say if you go mow the lawn, you'll lose 2, so it's fine. You're still.
I mowed the lawn the other day and like probably almost died. It was very hot. The lawn was like tall enough that Scraggles was getting lost.
And with Debbie coming in with that hurricane, we had so much rain that
it had been like 3 weeks.
The grass is so happy.
Yeah, it was
so happy.
So, yeah, it was something. So. 200 is a quarter. 800. Yeah, 800 is the whole cookie. Yeah, it's fine. It's fine.
And with 4 of them, you'd have enough to have like a quarter and a couple cookies. Like, that's enough.
Oh yeah. Like,
so
I'd
a quarter cookie, but you have even less because there's 4, so like an eighth on a couple of them. And you're like, that's good enough.
Yeah. Like
that was definitely a nose here that floated. It was an orb. Mr. Nose is here with us. It's an orb. It's a nose orb.
Audrey believes in ghosts now.
I don't, but my mom would love to talk about ghost orbs.
Oh man. So anyway,
see, it's an orb. He's like, I hear you talking about me.
That's right. I was like, well, I guess like one upshot is that we can wear black clothes if we want to.
No.
But that's she's like, I mean, maybe in several years.
Look at this.
Yeah. Yeah, that's not. Yeah, it's not really a thing that's going to happen. So there will be nose fur in this house until it burns down at some point in the future, because that's the only way to get rid of it. So,
Mr. Goodman, you were at DC. Why didn't you say? I didn't know who you were. You should have had a little thing saying, "I'm Mr. Goodman." I'm like, oh.
Yeah, that would have been fun. I don't know. Let's see. Check out Katie's toe beans. Are they blue still? Any blue beans?
I think that's just a spot.
I think it was her back feet.
Not really. It's hard to tell because she has black spots on some of them.
True.
So.
It's true. Yeah, Katie managed to step in one of my ink samples yesterday.
She has green beans.
She had green beans.
beans.
This is a... Oops. There we go. This is a Katy Perry green bean right there. It's actually the first time that any cat has ever stepped in.
Oh, it does not look like that anymore. No, she's definitely licked that off.
Or worn it. I mean, she walks on them, so, you know.
What? She walks on those beans?
Look. It's true. She does. Yeah,
Katie,
so...
you're really not helping with moving that. Yeah.
It's kind of impressive that's the only time that a cat has ever stepped in like a wet ink sample or anything like that. Mr. Nose, I guess, had like smudged a couple maybe, but not like a wet one.
Yeah, definitely.
And Clipsy had probably like drooled on one at some point, but he'd stepped in some writing samples, I think. And like there were a couple of writing samples I have that are smudged. I'm like, it's his nose. But she fully stepped on one. Actually,
I think it's first time ever. I don't think she really did.
Yeah, no, I think it's the first time ever. It's
Ooh.
This one. This one right here. Those are Katie toe beans prints.
That's hilarious. You can totally tell those are beans right there. Look at those individual beans.
Look at them beans. Tell you how we got Mr. Nose. I don't know if we've told that.
I don't know.
Yeah, you want to tell people how we got Mr. Nose? Or you want me to?
Well, we can do it together. So
Tag
we
team?
had, well, we were in Bowling Green, Ohio in grad school, and they had a no-kill shelter at Bowling Green, and so we went and just visited for fun. And there was a cat that we liked. And it ended up being Clipsy Cat. Do you want to tell that story of Clipsy Cats?
There's no reason we can't tell both, I guess, because
Yeah.
they're kind of linked. So
Yeah, they are.
So yeah, like this was a great shelter because it was like an open cat room essentially. So you could go to this shelter and just like hang out in a room full of cats, which is awesome. I mean,
there were cages in there. Like I think they would get fed in cages. Like
no,
like,
it was if they were in cages if they were new, or if like they weren't getting along with somebody right then, or if they were in treatment for something, then they'd put it. But I mean, they were nice big cages and stuff, but and they were comfortable. But,
they were really big cages. Yeah.
The rest of them just had like this massive room, and it was just chock full of cats, just hanging out and playing and eating and hanging out with people. So you just go in there and just like sit on the floor, and cats would come over and just
or not, or you go up to them and just sort of get, instead of having them be scared in a cage and some person's going in there reaching and stuff, not knowing how they're gonna be. It was just an open.
You get to know them and stuff. And so Clipsy was actually one of a whole bunch of kittens. That was in like this like 2-story. I mean, it was a enclosure is like bigger than I am.
Like
and
a
it was
catio, sort of like
basically a catio,
different layer levels,
like stuff to climb on in between them. She was like one of this massive litter that they had taken in from some farm, I guess. And so like we go in and see him. I think she might have been the last cat in her litter. I
don't remember.
There weren't many left, but yeah, we go in there. We saw him a couple of times, and no, the stream is fine. Okay. We're good. And so we go in there a few times, and like I'd always play with her and a bunch of other cats, of course, and all that.
There was one totally off topic, but there was a cat there that he was a bit off the wall. Like,
Yoshi?
His name was Yogi.
Yogi.
Stop it! His name was Yogi. He was a floofy gray cat, like tuxedo, beautiful. But he was just a wild card.
You never knew what you were gonna get.
You had no idea what Yogi you're gonna get that day. Yeah. And I really wanted, when we had gone there, nobody had taken him, but I just didn't think that he would have fit with us well. Yeah, and he could be very loving, but he was also bonkers. Yeah, like you could just kind of tell he was one of those cats that had like orange cat energy, even though he wasn't. Yeah. And a weird way. Yeah. So we knew it wasn't for us, and we really hoped somebody would have taken him. So I don't know. Hopefully somebody out there did. I bet somebody did. But he was in there Clipsy was in there with Yogi. So.
Well, no, she was in the room. She was in the room, sure. Yeah. Well, she was I think in the big cage all the time because she was so young. Yeah. I guess she was like 6 months, but she was like way smaller than everybody else. She was. Anyway, so like Audrey was trying to talk me into getting this cat, and I'm like, look, I don't have time for a cat. I don't have a place for a cat. I'd have to take care of them, and like traveling would be a pain, and like I have to find apartments. I'm like, it's just not. I don't want to get a pet. And then we were in there one time, and this horrible little child.
I don't know if he was horrible.
He was Dennis the Menace horrible, and he was in there like looking at her, and he was like kind of petting her. I don't know if she really liked it very much. Like he wasn't. I could tell that kid was mischief, and like he's a pull on the tail kind of kid, or
he was a little rough. Like you could tell he's gonna be a little rough.
Yeah, and he's like, "Mom, I want this one." I'm like, "Absolutely the F not!" And so I went into the office right then. I'm like,
took the adoption form.
I'm like, "Look, I'm getting that cat. You put it down right now."
Don't.
So I filled out stuff. We took her home like that day. I was like, "That's it." So yeah. No, I've always loved cats. Like I had tons of cats, and we always had a dog or two. Like I've always been an animal person. It's just in graduate school, like who's but moving around and all that.
All animals, you're gonna have that. A cat's more independent. You can go study for a few extra hours, and that's gonna be fine. So if you're gonna get an animal in graduate school, a cat is generally what people will go for. So.
I mean, it's fine. Anyway, I was just like, no, I'm gonna have that cat, Clipsy. That's mine. And so. We did. Yep.
She would come in. She liked to lay on your shoulders. And
stuff. She would sit on my shoulder all the time. Yeah. Or she'd sit on my desk in like a little alcove. I had one of those desks you get from like Staples or whatever. It had like all the alcove. She'd like sit in an alcove. Yeah. I had like a thing we used to have back in the day. It was like a power monitor. I think it was called the Power Master or something. And you plugged all your stuff in the back like a surge protector, and then had switches on the front for which you wanted to turn on.
Yeah.
And I think it might have gotten a little warm or something. She'd like to sit on that.
that.
I've got pictures of her as a kitten.
But the thing is, she's till the end, she still loved being in the room in a box. Like, so the alcove was your Pannonia box that had the ink in it and stuff like that. So she always enjoyed
the box of silence.
The box of silence and a little area by you and your computer. So, so we had her for 6 months, and it was just her for 6 months, I think.
When did we get Nose? So we got her around Christmas, right?
Oh, fall.
Yeah.
And then we got him the summer after, so 6 months after.
It was like May, I think, wasn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So we got her fall, late fall, and then him.
It wasn't 6. Yeah, something like that. Must have been
around
like anyway, about
give
6
or
months.
take a couple of months.
And Audrey really wanted to get a cat, I think.
Well, because I thought that she would, you know how it is, like getting a cat, having 2 of them would be good too. And this was one of those times that it's awkward. Like, I guess we sort of knew they were going to be together because I was basically living with you. Let's be honest. I was at this transitional phase where I was moving out of this one apartment and moving into a different apartment. And I just like rented a room, and it was terrible and it was hot. And I was just like basically like staying with you sometimes because it was just so hot and terrible and cool.
Well, you couldn't have a cat there. So it was like, I mean, he lived with me. Yeah. And so you're over a lot.
So 6 months later, I was like, I think Clipsy would like to have a cat or to play with and stuff. And so then we started looking. And so we went to the place that we went and got Clipsy at. And we went a few times, and we didn't really see a cat. So we're one of those people, if you want a cat and you want a particular kind of cat, don't get a kitten. Don't go one time for 10 minutes and pick one. Go multiple times. Cats have personalities. They have moods. You don't know what you're going to get. So you want to see if it's a certain mood, or one day they're just super chill and the next day they're just like going crazy. You just don't know, and you have to go multiple times to really see. There's a risk in that too, though. Because somebody might take the cat, but then that just was meant that it wasn't for you, you know, and that's fine too. It's good that they got a home. You have to remember that. So they just didn't have one that we were fitting for us. So then we went to Toledo, which was like they had a different mall and stuff. It was nearby, so I was like, I bet they have some shelters up there too. I just hadn't looked at. So one was right near the mall they were going to go to. So then we checked out there, and we were just like, what was it that happened? So they were in cages and stuff, so it was more of a traditional sort of place.
Well, I mean, I think the first thing we did when we walked in, it was like, they're like, oh, hey, you know, welcome, so-and-so, like, can we help you with anything? I'm like, yeah, show us your best cat. Yeah. And they kind of laughed, and I'm like, no, seriously, like, which one's your best? Because, like, you hang out with these cats all the time, like, which one's your best cat? And they're like, well, actually, there is a best cat. And so they took us to Mr. Nose.
And he looked and sounded like not a cat that, once we had him, he was not looking or sounding like that ever again. It was the only time that we saw him like that, which is funny. He wasn't matted, but he was just like, you could tell there was like a stress. He was sort of felt waxy a little bit. You know what I mean? I don't know how else to describe it. So he was, just sort of, his hair was clumped together. Not clumped, but... Yeah. And he had this meow. It was like, and you've heard Nose meow. It was not like that at all. So then we were like, he was really coming up, and we were just, petting him and stuff. And they're like, oh, you can take him out of the cage. So we took him out of the cage, and he just like melted into your arms. And so he just was like, oh my gosh, this person's hugging me. I love this. He was like settling his neck in between my neck and the fold here, and it was just like snuggling in there so hard and didn't want to let you go. Yeah. And the same with you. He was just so happy, wanting all the attention. Yeah. And then we were asking more about it. We saw that he was sponsored by somebody, so somebody also saw how lovely Mr. Nose was, and but so
they couldn't take him, so they put a bunch of money on it.
So they put money, so he was literally $35.
I thought he was $25.
I meant 25 or 35.
It was like negligible, even for graduate students.
Yeah, so we're like, oh wow, and so he was younger. He was a year older when we got him. So, in his paperwork, if we like looked in his paperwork now, we probably still have the note and stuff.
I'm sure I have it somewhere. I never throw stuff away. So.
Yeah. So, do you want to say the note or like how he came to be at the shelter?
Well, apparently he was found outside the shelter in a like one of those cardboard cat carrier type things they used to have.
Yeah.
And he was like they just left there overnight, I guess. And he had like tried to get out, so he was like apparently like I don't know.
Partially in and out.
Yeah, like partially in and partially out of this cat carrier. Like he was trying to force his way up through the top and get out. And like other like neighborhood feral cats were bullying him.
I'm sure they've like fed the cats because it's a cat place. Yeah.
And he had a note with him that was, hey, my name is Boo Boo Nose.
His name was Boo Boo Nose.
This is his real name. And it was like, my owner's too old and sick and can't take care of me or something like that.
Care of me right now.
Yeah, and so like they said he was actually vicious when they first got him. Like he was out of control. They had these like welding gloves to take him in and put him in the.
Could you imagine that cat?
I absolutely cannot. Like that's a wild story to me.
Yeah, we to this day can hardly believe that cat could be needing welding gloves or
the one who hissed one time was like, oh, not for me.
Not for me. I don't like this. Yeah.
But yeah, apparently he was a wild child and.
It took like apparently he was like that for several days.
Yeah.
And then after like 4 or 5 days, apparently it clicked like, no, this is gonna be a new normal, or I'm gonna have to change, or and then all of a sudden he became Mr. Nose again, and that's
minus his awesome voice and plus his
yeah.
But we'd, carry him around and like see how he did with other cats and stuff because he wasn't in a big room. He was in, they were in cages.
Yeah.
And he was politely interested in cats, but not never confrontational. Yeah. And so eventually we ended up getting him. We went like 2 or 3 times. At least,
we did. We went a few times, and then when we decided to get him. You couldn't take him right away. Like they had to get checked over or something again, or get spayed. Yeah. No, he was already neutered before we got him. He had already been fixed. So there's something, but apparently he had like worms or something, and then they had to do the antibiotics before they would release him. And I remember they're like it was going to be a week or 2 just to make sure everything was okay. And so then I would call and check after time, and they were like, no, he's still not ready. So it had been like 3 weeks or something. And
really?
Yeah, and so, and then they were like, I don't know. And I thought that they were just not going to give me the cat. And so I was getting upset. I'm like, am I not going to get this cat? I want this cat. I paid for the cat. I want this cat. But then it ended up being like 3 weeks at least before they were allowing. And I thought it was just going to be a week. And so we brought him home, and our first night, Clipsy hated him.
I don't know. I think that's
not.
Strong.
She was like, "What is this? What is going on here? What is this other animal here?"
Yeah.
And so she would just hiss at him. She didn't want to be near him. He wasn't coming up to her. Like he was just there.
Yeah, he's not confrontational at all.
Nope. She was having him where he was hiding behind the toilet. And she would just be staring at him. Like, she would just be standing out from the toilet, just, like, watching him. Being like,
in my little apartment bathroom. Yeah. And he was just kind of sitting behind the toilet like this, and she was sitting in the middle of the bathroom just, like, making him stay there.
Watching him.
Probably all night. We don't actually know.
And we're like, I was sitting there. I was stressed. I was like, oh, my gosh. The equilibrium we had before. Clipsy's not going to trust us anymore, and they're going to hate each other. Oh,
and I was like, they'll work it out. They're cats. It'll be fine.
Mike's like, most people are like, okay, you put them in separate rooms. No, we just let them go. We just like figure it out.
Yeah, I'm like, look, you're not like, I mean, they're not like dogs. They're cats. They got a hierarchy. They got to come to an understanding, and they're going to have to eventually. So just like let them do it. Like, you watch and make sure nothing horrible is going to happen.
Oh no, and that
be ready to break up a fight if you have to, but like. They're like, oh yeah, put them in separate rooms. Let them sniff each other on the door. I'm like, nah, that's bullshit. I've got like this tiny apartment.
Mike.
Oops. Whatever. People understand. It's fine. I'm like, no, that's not gonna happen here. I've got this tiny apartment. I can't legitimately do that. And so when I got up the next morning,
we got up.
They were curled up in a ball together and were like that for the next 18 years.
Yep. somehow she was just letting him know that she's the queen bee. She
Uh-huh.
owns that house, whatever house it was going to be in that you
That's
were
right.
living in.
Yeah.
She's going to be that. And he's like, that's great. I have no interest in being any of that. Let's just be friends. And she's like, okay, let's do that. And that was it.
Yep. For the rest of their lives. Like they would share a cat carrier when I took them to the vet for
over a decade for
yeah.
sure.
At one point, like they got to be like very
The
oversized.
crotchety old age.
That was only like, and that's probably a year ago.
Maybe, yeah, probably.
It's probably just a year ago.
Yeah.
We only had we had 2 cat carriers because we had one for her, but we only had really like 1 cat carrier for a long time because they would be sad if they were separated. So we just put them in the same carrier and they would like curl up together.
Yeah.
So yeah, it was pretty great. For having them together, and they didn't like being separated. So like when Audrey and I had different apartments, we'd trade them back and forth.
Yeah. Yeah. So we'd always have them together, but either at our place or at his place, but always together.
Yeah. Yeah. Because, well, I mean, sometimes we'd each have 1 cat, but they didn't like that.
No.
So we're like,
sometimes.
Why would we do that?
Yeah. I don't remember instances of why we did that at certain times, but yeah.
I mean, there must have been some reason. Like maybe like we're gonna have an apartment inspection. And you were only supposed to have 1 animal or something. Was probably what it was.
I don't think we had that. I don't think there was one. I don't think so. I don't know. I could be wrong.
I know we didn't have to pay pet rent, but I know there are some rules. Like that's the only reason I can think of why we would have done that.
Yeah. I don't know. Anyway.
Who knows? But mostly one of us would have both of them. So yeah. So that's that was our inseparable duo there. And then Katie, of course, has always been a little bit of an outsider.
Yeah, she's
not really sure how to be friends with other cats exactly. Like she's, she'll have a truce with other cats.
Actually, yeah.
But she's not gonna go up and curl up with other cats. Not really her thing.
She'd rather snuggle up with Scraggles, which she did the other day. So
yeah,
their butts were touching. Remember?
Yeah, I know. They were almost snuggled on the bed today when you were napping. So
yeah, that too. So
yeah,
she just didn't. I mean, they got along, but she would do more like swiping. Not swiping. That seems like a vicious thing. Like she meant there was nothing.
She's not throwing claws or anything.
No, she would just like
paw at them.
Yeah.
Yeah, she does that to Scraggles too.
But after Clipsy passed, she got better with Mr. Nose. Where when we have easier to have the heating pads together, and so they each have a heating pad. So then they would sit right near each other. They wouldn't cuddle up, but they would be near each other. So.
Nose would try it every once in a while. He was working on her for a while there, but
and then summer came, like it got too warm.
Yeah, it got too warm, but he was working on her. He's like he'd come up, he'd like try to like, hey, how's it going?
Yeah.
Can we snuggle?
Yeah.
And he'd like try to like sort of inchworm back
and
back up.
He would do his like he was this back part of his body. He was not very good at maneuvering towards the end. To be fair, and so sometimes he would flop on her a little bit, and then that wouldn't go well.
I mean, he did that to Clipsy for years too. I don't know if that had anything to do with his back.
That's true. That's true.
But yeah, our cat Pickles used to like to sneak out of the house. He'd go find something stinky to roll in and come home. The other cat is meek and flip out when she smelled stinky pickles. David, we gotta share with you a sign that we have in our kitchen. I'll send you a picture of it later on. It's pretty good.
The cat I had growing up, he was an indoor-outdoor cat. We lived in the country, and so but he came to us, and he was an outdoor cat. So we mostly tried to get him to be indoors, but he was just not having it. He would just knock everything over. He was just unhappy. So we would let him go out sometimes. He'd come in sometimes. But there was at least a time or two that he got skunked. And if ever had an animal that was skunked, it's not fun.
We never did.
Tomato juicing a cat is not fun. But this was back in the day. I'm sure that there's like some.
It's got to be some kind of
something now, but this
fixer.
was decades ago when it was tomato juice baths until the stink went away. So his name was Nelson the cat. He was an orange cat, if that tells you anything about his neuroticness a little bit. He was a little crazy, a little wild card.
I always liked Nelson. He liked me a lot.
He did like you a lot. Yeah.
Apparently, your mom said he didn't really like people very much.
Oh, he liked people.
And he was very picky about people or something like that.
He loved dogs. Like, he didn't care. He liked dogs. Because we had a kennel growing up. So I grew up around all animals, cats, all animals, all the time. But he would just just not care. They're like, oh, there's a huge dog. Cool. I don't care. I'm going to go right up to you and like rub against you. See how it goes.
Good.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, yay for the orange cats. I know, right? Yeah.
Dogs next door used to try and play with the skunks. Repeat. They never didn't learn.
Sometimes it's hard to learn, you know? As long as it's skunks and not porcupines or something. Like skunks you can wash off.
Oh, yeah, we didn't have that.
So yeah, there's all kinds of good nose and Clipsy stories and that sort of thing. And, you know, that's what we've got now.
Yeah,
so,
we do. So.
Years of fun stories like that.
Yeah.
So, yeah, you know, we do the best we can for our animals. And, you know, we don't have kids. We have pets.
Yeah.
Friends who live in the house and are very furry.
Only two. Only two of them now.
Look.
She's loud. Katie's still loud. So Scraggles is very quiet.
Well, I told her she had big shoes to fill, and so she's, you know, she's trying to do that.
I don't know.
She's trying to do that. So, at least with loudness.
She does with loudness. She has not learned. So she hasn't been able to steal cat food as much because there's no other cat food sitting out, obviously.
Yeah.
So she will continue to try. Scraggle's new food that we've been giving her does not sit well with Katie's stomach. So she just will continue to try and eat Scraggle's food and just proceed to vomit it right up. Just hot, dark,
that's
beefy
enough. It's enough.
vomit. Yeah.
Yeah. Just the dry food seems fine with her, but man, she eats Scraggle's wet food, and it's always a mistake. You need to learn from your mistakes. She doesn't care.
She's like, maybe this time.
She's like, but it tastes great.
Maybe this time will be okay.
But it tastes great though.
Yeah.
So, oh man, Skank and Pickle.
Skank and Pickle.
There you go. Being present is our job. Yeah, I think that's part of it. Yeah, we just gotta, you know, take care of them. You know, that's kind of what we signed up for. So.
Carol, I hope your cat's doing a little better, Ollie.
Yeah, I hope Ollie's doing okay.
Yeah. I hope Denise's new dog. I know. Did you decide on a name?
Oh yeah, do you have a new name?
Because I knew you were
if Denise is still here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So the cats don't eat their puke, so
no.
And Scraggles doesn't really either.
No,
so.
Scraggles not interested in that either. So it's cool. We get to pick that up.
Thank goodness.
It's great. Yeah, they don't know if it tastes good in the second time around.
Yeah,
I'm gonna go with it. Probably doesn't. It sounds gross. Raven the dog.
Raven the dog. That's different than I thought the other ones were gonna be.
Is there a tennis pro named Raven?
I don't think so.
Oh, you mean the dog from the Smell It does. I guess. I
mean, could have fooled me.
Yeah.
I don't know if we remember last we were talking about it. There's one peppermint cookie left. So I remember we were talking about that. Mm-hmm. So I'll finish this off.
Good, do that.
Yeah, you tried Joan Jett. Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
Yeah. Also a famous tennis player.
Huh. Who knew?
Yeah, so that's no, go ahead. Yeah, I'm gonna skip the peppermint. It's fine. Appreciate it though. I had breakfast last week and then a vole. Oh good.
Oh no.
Yeah, our animals are all inside, so they're all right. Yeah, well, we hope Ollie's doing all right, Carol, and continues doing better. Like I said, once we switched Clipsy's diet, it went a lot better for her. So yeah. Breakfast in a vole, yeah, you know, it's a little vole with a side of kibbles or whatever. Yeah, delicious.
Well, we do have pen things we can talk about.
Yeah, we got some pen things to talk about.
If anyone's into that.
I don't know. You want to talk about some pin things? I mean, we can always come back to cats, and probably always will.
We will.
Yeah.
If anyone has any other stories or want to talk about their animals, stories, things like that, do it.
Yeah. So, Ruth sent us a very nice. I didn't even show you this yet, actually. Ruth sent us a very nice book.
Aww.
The Cat Who Went to Heaven. Yeah. So thanks very much, Ruth. I just got this in my PO box today.
Oh, Snumpy tail.
I know. Look at that. So it sounds. I was reading the dust jacket, and it seems like it's gonna be a very nice book to read.
Aww.
So yeah, all these critters, good illustrations.
Yeah,
fun.
Thank you.
Yeah, we'll check that out. So thank you very much.
Yeah.
Yeah. What's over here?
Oh, hi, Harmony Bat. Thank you for putting that because we always forget.
What's that?
That.
Oh, and
yeah, he's not.
I had a cat that's trained like a dog and waited in front of a shop. You go shopping. Nice.
Yeah.
Nice. Estabrook has a new collection of things. It's not just pens. It's actually all kinds of stuff that came out very recently called the Back to the Land collection. And these are all very Mike coded for sure.
They are.
Except for the Pinto. That could be your dad, one of his Pintos.
Yeah. We had one.
But they come in these kind of like vaguely retro sort of color combos. Which are pretty neat. Got a green and orange, which is definitely up my alley.
Yeah.
And they come as regular and also button filler.
Button fill, yeah.
Yeah, which is pretty cool. The button fill costs like an extra $50. I like the button fill. I think it's fun. Whether it's worth $50 or not, that's up to you. But I think it's pretty fun. And there's a blue and red, which reminds me of like I don't know. It reminds me of like a vintage sweater, like a I don't know, 60s sweater or something.
It's like your school colors.
Not really. I mean, it's ish. Yeah. Mine were like bright blue and like scarlet. These are more subdued kind of colors, same kind of thing. And then like a sort of rusty red brown with
what do they call it?
Incredible Rock.
I meant
I know.
I guess they don't really give a color, huh?
I guess not.
Well, like use your eyes.
They're these colors. Yeah.
What? Yeah, no.
Oh man. So yeah, those are out now. I saw them at the DC show, and they look very cool. Also have matching to-go cups, which are fun. Little magnetic pen holder loops. They've got inks that match them, apparently. Although these are all sold out, and I didn't see them, so I don't know.
I didn't even hear about that.
Yeah, I didn't either. I didn't see them until I saw this. But they match the... I guess they'll be available soon.
You'd notify when available.
Yeah. Yep, so those are out. Or at least the pens are. The ink's probably to come.
The Frank and Christoph DC ink is available. Get it while you can, because it's definitely been going fast. Or unless it's sold out, I actually don't know for sure.
Let's see. It's in the stock room, so...
Yeah.
Looks like still there.
Yeah, still there.
Yep, DC 24. Oh, man. Which I definitely did do some swatching of just the other day.
Did you?
Yeah, it was one of the ones I did yesterday. There we go. There's the DC 24. Which, yeah, is a nice darkish olivey green.
Yep.
Yeah, looks good. So, it carries a true fade table. Oh, that's true. Yeah, the Estabrook table. Well, also they have a whole different setup there, too. So it's different in a whole bunch of different ways.
Oh, you should put the link over there.
Okay.
Since it's up. Make it easier.
Okay. Paste. I did. There you go.
Good job.
Thanks. So, yep, that's available. And then also, this just like got put out today. There's another TWSBI Eco coming. They are pumping out these Ecos, I tell you.
Have a good weekend, Laura. Thanks for stopping by.
Yeah, thanks for being here. Really appreciate it.
Yeah.
This is the Irish Green and Onyx.
Have they done the black hardware before?
You know, I was trying to think about that, and I don't think so.
And the black nib with it, yeah.
Yeah, I can't think of any that they've done that way. It looks classy.
It's going to be a juicy nib right there.
Yeah, that one for sure is. You can definitely see a lot of space between the tines.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's coming September 6th, it says.
I like that it goes well with the piston as well.
Yeah.
You know, the black all around.
The black all matches there and all that jazz. Yeah, it looks good.
And it's an eco, so it's gonna be the cheaper one. So that's good.
Like if they're doing this like the other like plated ones.
Yeah.
It'll probably be like the $50-$60 range.
Oh, is that
that's my guess.
More? Okay.
Those usually cost more. I mean, I don't know. This like might just be PVD or something that isn't gonna. Maybe it won't.
Okay, never mind then.
I don't know. It's not their standard hardware though, so who knows? But like the bronze ones and stuff like that are more expensive, so maybe this will be, but also maybe it won't.
I think this is the only picture of it, so I don't know if the finial is black.
There's one more. No, the finial. The finial's like their other.
It's red. Yeah.
No, I had one right here before, but there you go. Yeah, it's like these. When they do these sort of special edition-y ones, they have a.
Remember when you were gonna get that one?
I know. Really cool though.
Do you still like it?
I do like it. Yeah, it's really good. They've got the like metallic red finial on that one as well. Yeah. So yeah, it makes me think it's going to be in this series, but maybe it won't cost extra. Maybe black's not hard. Maybe it will. Who knows?
It probably will.
But yeah, it's the fancy one. But yeah, this cafe bronze one is actually super nice. This is Kitten Paws, Van Diemen's Kitten Paws in here. Yeah. So yeah, I like this one. I've been really liking all their releases recently. They've been very good.
Yeah.
So
that's when is that one coming?
September 6th.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so
Near
soonish.
Mike's birthday. Put it on your calendar, September 10th.
It's true. I do have a birthday coming up, so.
Yeah. Oh. You should make an announcement about next week.
Oh, yeah, so.
Oh my gosh, you really are. It's nap time.
I know. I don't know why I'm yawning so much.
You went to
it
bed
is
late.
handsome. I went to bed turbo late. It wasn't. The sun was not up.
Oh, well, that's good.
The sun was not up yet, but it was probably close. Yeah. So next week we're not going to have the usual live stream on Friday.
Oh, no live stream next week.
Well,
because
I decided I'm going to go to the San Francisco Pin Show. Some folks on my Tuesday stream were like, "You should come to San Francisco and hang out with people." And I'm like, "I don't know. That sounds hard.
far.
It's far and all that. Like, I don't know. I haven't gotten a ticket. I don't know." And then I kind of dithered about it for a couple of days, and
The same flight, like the flights that FC is gonna be on, is still open, and
yeah. So then I started looking back at my 5-year journal about last year, and like I wrote a lot of stuff about how last year's San Francisco was such a positive experience. So I'm like, you know what? Screw it. I'm just gonna do it. So like at 3:30 in the morning, I just bought tickets.
yeah, he still had some money from when he didn't go to Chicago a few months ago, so that was part of it.
I'm like, where else am I gonna fly this year? Like maybe Chicago. That's the only other place. If I don't go to Chicago, like what am I gonna use this flight credit on? It's gonna disappear. So, I had to do that, and anyway, I decided to go. I wasn't gonna go because it's super inconvenient and also nose, but but now it's still inconvenient, but it's at least not potentially dangerous to one of our family members here. So I decided just do it. So I'm not going to guarantee that I will have a live stream from the show next week, or at least not like a full tour or something.
Like a full on, yeah.
I'll see how it goes, frankly, because I don't know. Like today, I don't think today I could do a good San Francisco Pin Show tour. Like I'm definitely better than I have been other days this week, I think, in terms of like having some energy and gumption, but like I don't have it to do that today. Will I have it next Friday? Maybe.
I mean, another thing you can
don't be giving ideas, but
no, I mean, just saying that there are.
I just mean like don't commit me to things.
No,
don't give me ideas. The ideas are fine.
Yeah, no, but there are certain people that you always see at every show.
Yeah.
Like FC. I would love to say hi, and you could just do like the whole, like you did in DC, just the hi, so I can say hi to everybody. Yeah, but then there might be some that you might not be able to show really often. Yeah. So then just highlighting a few and just calling it that, the ones that people might want to see that aren't common.
Yeah, I don't know. I'll see what I can do. We'll see how I'm gonna play it by ear for next Friday. I'm gonna take my Sad Mike tour. Oh God, that would be awful. I would not subject you to that. But I will. I'm gonna take my stuff.
And see how it goes.
And I'll see how it goes. Like look, that's a week from now. That's a long time.
It is.
And
grief, it could be a short amount of time though, to be fair.
Yeah. So we'll see how it goes. But I'm gonna play it by ear. I'll take my stuff. I'll try to do it. I'll try to let people know ahead of time. At least the Patreon Discord, and probably like I'll try to remember to do Instagram or something too. But we'll just see how it goes. I'm gonna have to play it by ear. So yeah, that's kind of what's up. So yeah, that's you're glad I'm going. Yeah, I mean, I hope it's good. Hope to meet me in person. Oh, if you're going to come and say hi,
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I'll be around all weekend, and I'm not gonna be working, so I'll just be around. Yeah, we'll see what I can do.
You want to have the yums this weekend?
Yeah, that's the other thing. Is Sunday we're gonna do Universal Yums. We got this box in the mail like yesterday, day before,
yeah,
something like that, very recently. And so we're gonna do that on Sunday because otherwise it would be weeks before we got to it, and that sucks. So I don't know. I didn't see any comments get modded. Did it not come through? I don't know. I didn't see it.
There's beans.
Yeah,
I
know.
see beans and a happy face.
I see beans and feet. Yeah. And say for all of us who are glad you're going. Yeah, thanks. I appreciate it. It'll be good to see people. There are a lot of people that go to San Francisco that I don't see otherwise.
Yeah.
Like a lot of people. It'll be nice to see Cheryl again. And there's like a lot of and Claire, and there's a lot of people over there that I don't get to see very often. So. So that'll be fun. And it was great meeting everybody I met last year. Like, I met a lot of people. They're like, hey, I'm watching the channel forever and never see you out here. I'm like, it's hard to get there.
We see a lot of the East Coast people lots of time, which love seeing those people too. But
yeah, of course.
Also, less often. Because I don't go to, I haven't for the last 2 years gone to the LA show. So it's really just San Francisco that I like to see people.
Yeah. So anyway, gonna do that. I start class next week. I have class today. They were coming back in on a red eye. It'll be great. I was looking back at last year, and apparently last year, after I got off the red eye, I had a day full of there were faculty meetings and all kinds of stuff.
Too?
Well, not this year, but like last year. I remember I had to drive. I think I went straight from the airport to class, or 2 meetings and then to class. It was brutal. So I think this year I only have class. It'll be fine. So, you have a box in the mailbox? You might. South Africa. Okay,
South Africa. That sounds fun. Yeah. I don't remember if we've had that before.
No, let's look.
It doesn't sound familiar.
Yeah. Second jump in the stream uses the B word. You shouldn't say it. Oh, weird. I don't even see it. But yeah, look. If you jump into stream, you can jump into stream. That's fine.
That was the funny thing.
I'm really looking forward to getting to meet Dustin. That'll be good times. Our friend Olive Octopus is going to go. That's real fun. A lot of people that we don't get to see very often or ever are going to be there. So it'll be good. It'll be good. I had to miss the other 2 big stationery things, the Yoseka Stationery Fest and the currently, I think, ongoing Atlas Street Sidewalk Sale. Yeah. Oh, I promised I'd show you that ink. Yeah, let's look at some inks today.
That's right.
I did some ink swatching yesterday. Tuesday, I just sort of vibed and cried with people, but yesterday I actually did some pen stuff.
Look, everyone.
I'm not apologizing. I'm just saying what I did. You get no apologies. This is the one from Meet Me from the St. Louis Pen Show. Actually, 2 people sent me samples of this at the same time, which is very nice. So Nancy and Ken, thank you very much for sending me samples. I just got to swatch it yesterday. This is a KWZ. They always call it Meet Me in St. Louis, and then it has a subname. And Ken usually sends me a sample before the show so I can do a little promotion for it, but they just didn't have time this time, and so he sent me one later. But this is the first time they've done a shimmer, and I think it looks really cool, and it's kind of a weirdo, rivery green brown.
Yeah, it has depth, interesting contrast, even though it's brown or bronzy too.
Yeah. And the shimmer in this doesn't seem to really settle.
Yeah. Oh, really?
So KWZ's had they put out. I think we talked about it on stream one time. They've got this whole set of inks that the shimmer doesn't really settle for some reason. They got some tech in there that helps suspend the shimmer longer. Keep it
thicker or something about the
I don't know. It seemed if this is the same thing, it seemed normal. And Annabelle used a bunch of them and she says they're good. So. This is I didn't need promotion. Shh, don't tell them that. But I didn't actually know whether this is going to be shimmery or not because it doesn't look shimmery in the actually, here's the sample. Let's see. I think this is the one that
David says, every time I meet someone speaking English with an accent, I totally cannot place the South African. So what we do is say, oh, that sort of sounds British. But it also sort of sounds Australian, but it's not quite British and it's not quite Australian.
Yeah.
Oh, they're South African. Yeah. So what we had is always that.
I had some good South African friends when I was in college, so I've heard a lot of South Africans talking, so it's a little easier for me to pick up just because I had a lot of exposure. But there's the shimmer is not really settling, which is interesting.
You can see it in there, but not in the same sort of.
There's
swirly way.
There's not just a chunk. It was laying on this side, so there should just be a lot of shimmer hanging out there, and there just isn't, which is really interesting. Yeah. So that might be a thing that they did in this ink too. Yeah. So I haven't had a chance to use it yet, obviously, but I do have a couple of samples, so I will, and it looks great. I mean, you can see how uniform the shimmer is in all the. It is. That's across 2 different glass pens and a swatch, and it's still very uniform across all of them, which is interesting. So that's neat.
Especially with your swabbing method, that it doesn't always show up that way.
Yeah, that's really interesting. And then this is This is a highlighter ink.
Yeah, it is.
Which is actually not picking up on camera as bright as it is in real life. Let me give us a little more. Turn up the volume here. We're now getting a tan, but this is super bright fluorescent highlighter ink from Pelican. You can maybe see right. Yeah, there we go. Yeah. The Pelican M205 Duo highlighter. It's extremely bright, but also you can see through it. I tried highlighting over some stuff at the booth they had at DC, and it worked really well. So neat. Yeah, I know, right? Super bright. That's cool. Probably need to spend a bunch of time with Charlize Theron to really expose yourself to the accent.
Definitely should.
I think that's the only reason to do that. Yeah,
well,
just because
Dutch
of the voice.
Speaking English, I sound Afrikaans as well, huh?
Oh, interesting. That's neat.
Yeah.
Then this is the Monteverde DC Pin Show ink, Purple Diamond.
Not what it looks like.
It's
unfortunately. Not. It's definitely a blurple. It's deeper, but blurple.
It's way more grape drink purple than it is on camera. It's showing up a lot more blue on my screen. Actually, I don't know. Let's see if it looks more. Yeah, it just still looks blue. A slightly different blue, maybe, but
it's a different. Yeah, it's definitely purple.
Wow, it's really messing up the whole white balance. How about that? But yeah, this is definitely a blurple. It looks nice.
Yeah, it's nice.
Just does not want to cooperate with the camera.
Do you like it better than the Viva Magenta from last year?
You know, I didn't really use Viva Magenta. You did. So what do you think?
I mean, it wasn't magenta was the problem.
Oh, yeah.
That's
it's like a pink, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like a bright pink.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it's pretty neat.
Yeah.
I wonder if they're about fight choreography and stunt driving minis. Yeah.
Wow, yeah.
Also, I hear Charlize Theron is just like a delightful person who's a lot of fun to hang out with.
That's true. Yeah.
I've only ever heard really good things about her, actually.
I hear she cusses up a storm like a sailor.
Yeah. So. Just like extremely normal for being an ultra hot superstar. Yeah. So, you know. Then this is Linen Toolbar, and it's their Taiwan Tea Ink Bitter Orange Tea.
A little light for you.
You know, I think the deal is that the pen I've got it in, it has a flex nib, and so when I push on it a little bit and make the flex happen, it's more like this.
Is that the one that's in the? No, that's not that.
It's in the Puma here.
No, never mind. What's the Puma?
That's this Scribo.
Nope, I used that last night. I was using it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, if you don't put any pressure on it, it's kind of pale. But I think that's just because the nib on this is pretty tight when you don't push on it.
Yeah.
It's got a nice little bit of flex to it.
It does.
This nib does. Like it's very it's very legible.
Yeah.
But yeah, this is, when you put a little bit of pressure on it, it flexes nicely, and you get more ink in it.
Yeah.
So I think this is an ink that I'm not just going to review in this pen because it's not your average.
Hey, don't be ruining our $5 chair.
I know, but yeah, it's really interesting, and it does look like orange tea stain essentially. Like it's just kind of these tea inks are
your
really
Linen
good.
Toolbar, yeah.
I do love Linen Toolbar, and also these tea inks are really awesome on their own. I got this from Atlas, where it is a bit cheaper than a bunch of other stuff. It's also I think the last day of the 15% off everything at Atlas if you use the code.
Yeah.
They have a code at the top of their page. They also if you use Ink Dependence at checkout, you'll also save 15% and send a little bit my way
instead of 10. Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, this is a really interesting. It's got a fun story about how like bitter orange tea is made, and
nice.
Yeah, like they take bitter oranges and I think they scoop out the inside and then they pack it full of tea leaves and they plug it up and just let them sit for a long time, like soak up orange essence or something.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah, there's a whole story.
Hey, Bo.
Yeah, so this sounds pretty cool.
Thai tea.
Yeah. Then this is the Atlas one that y'all were talking about earlier. It's called Sidewalk Gum. It's a Robert Oster. You can see the shimmer down there is it's like a pinkish, purplish kind of color. It says pink shimmer on the site, and I'll believe them, but it's also like kind of purpley.
It could help. The base color might help show that a little bit.
Yeah, I think so too. Yeah, this is a really interesting color. I like the combo.
Yeah.
It's a complex gray. It's not like a regular gray. Oh yeah, this green chair back here, I got it surplus for $5
from university.
Yeah, it's literally $5.
Yeah.
It was probably in like a student lounge or something forever. Which means it's very easy to clean and all that, and also heavy as the dickens. That thing weighs a zillion pounds.
It does.
But yeah, so I picked this up. This is only available at Atlas. It's on sale. I just noticed like $20, which is cheaper than when I bought it.
For a shimmer, Robert Oster.
Yeah, the regular price is $26, which is what I paid. But right now it's $20 plus an extra 15% off. I think if you use the code. So you know, yeah, it looks great. I think it's really fun.
Yeah.
It's a gray, but it's also got like brown and pink tones in it,
Yeah.
and then you have the pink shimmer as well.
Yeah, it's really cool.
Pretty neat. I haven't put it in a pin yet. I
can't think of anything that's like that.
No, I can't either. It's real weird, and I dig it. Then we've got here Andurilium Potomac Blue. This is the second year they've done Potomac Blue for the DC show. And the first year they found out later on, that is, they had a problem with the light fastness, like it would fade really badly in sunlight. And so they reformulated it with a dye set that won't do that. So it's slightly different from the original, but like not much. Yeah. It's not noticeable when you use it to write with. It's a little bit different in the swatch, but it's very slight. And so to kind of test that, I put both of them on an index card and taped it to my window.
Yeah, that's what I figured you were doing.
Yeah, so that's out there. Looks way prettier than Sidewalk Gun, so 4 out of 10 for accuracy. Yeah, they said it didn't quite come out. Although I think they're talking about like Sidewalk Gun that's been there for a long time and is like used to be pink and has picked up a lot of shoe.
Yeah.
So it's pretty fun
that's
though.
What I assume.
So yeah, this is cool. I haven't got this one in a pen yet, but I totally will, I'm sure. So it's pretty neat. Also, if you bought the original version, they will trade you for the new one. Well, not trade. They'll give you the new one. So just contact them and let them know. Because they want to make it right. And then...
beans.
Yeah, it's got beans in it. This is a pair of Kuretake inks that we got the Thursday night before the DC show. Chart Pack, who distributes Pelican, is also distributing Kuretake inks now. And other stuff too, I guess. And so we got these two, which Ebicha, which is kind of like a red-brown. Yeah. A little bit of like a very dark sheen there as well. Yeah, you're not going to see that most of the time, though. And then Kujaku Ryuku.
Yep, nailed it.
This is totally how you very accurately say that.
Yep.
Which is a real nice kind of, I don't know, aqua teal color.
Yeah.
Again, a little bit of sheen.
Yep.
I see a little bit in the Kujaku part up there, but I think it's going to be rare in writing to see that. So yeah, those seem neat.
Those are nice colors.
Yeah, they're nice colors. I think they're good. These are part of the Meiji no Iro set, which is I think a historic set of colors from Japan. So
I mean
these series should be showing up more in pen vendors near you. Yeah. Now that they are more readily available. They said Kuretake doesn't really keep stock. They kind of make to order, so it's taken them a long time to build up enough stock to actually distribute. Yeah. Around the U.S. So those should start coming soon, though. So here you go. There's some currently swatched, I guess. Can't show that.
No.
Unless you want to. You do what you want. I'm not gonna tell you what to do. Ooh, a little
secrets.
Giving people a little flash of some secrets. What else?
I don't know what that is.
Oh, that's the blue that I just put in my 823.
Oh.
Finally inked up my 823 with the signature nib. I gave you that bottle. It's probably in the other room still.
I do have it in the other room.
It's the Kobe Sake something ink.
It's nice blue. Yeah.
It's a really pretty blue.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, yeah, I'm liking that. Looks neat. Steel teal. What's that? This one? This one's teal. I think.
I think her beans are clean.
Oh no, the beans are fine.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, how are the beans doing? Still teal. Yeah. Endless Alchemy inks have been redesigned a little bit with the cap and thicker glass, and the cork pad is thicker also. Interesting. Yeah, I've got a couple of those in my Atlas cart.
I was just gonna say you don't have any, do you?
I've got one. They released a couple more, and at least one of them's like a orangey shimmer. And I'm like, well, I'll try that. It's like peach something. So yeah, I gotta get some of those. I don't want to buy them in San Francisco because the boxes are massive. It's a very big box. It's like this big each. So I'll make somebody ship it. Or I guess I could just like drive to Luxury. I could just drive to Crazy Allen's. Yeah, but,
that's true.
Yeah, because they've got them now.
Oh, do they?
Mm-hmm. Oh. Yeah, they got them while we were out of town, I think. Very recently. Actually, maybe they've had them longer. Anyway, they have them. I don't know about what is time, right? So, those are those. When I went to the post office to pick up that very nice box, surprise box from Ruth, I went ahead and got some stamps. These just dropped today. These are the autumn colors stamps. Yeah. Right? Look how nice these stamps are. So colorful, like bold and bright.
Do people still collect stamps?
Yeah.
Okay.
They do. Yeah, I think they keep some back just for the. You know what the fancy Latin name is for stamp collectors?
No.
Anybody out there know the
Becky probably does.
Becky probably does. Yeah. It's one of those words that for some reason I can just pull out. I don't know why that lives in my brain, but it does. Yeah, these are pretty awesome. I think this is the one that they had on the board. They have Philatelist. There you go. There you go. Yeah, Philatelist is also fun to say, right? This is Arrested Development Philatelist. But yeah, they have a little board that like has their current stamp selection and that sort of thing. And so they had that. I think it was that one. It was probably that one. And I was like, I need this. What is that? These literally came out today. So she actually didn't even know about them at the post office. She's like, those are really good. I think she's going to get some.
Well, I'm glad that they enjoy fun stamps as well.
A lot of times I'll come in and be like, hey, you got any cool stamps? They're like, yes. Or no, they're all boring. Or you've seen them before. Yeah. But these came out. And then I don't know where this set came from. Yeah. But those
are actually stamps? Do they even say a price anymore? Oh, those are forever.
It just says forever, yeah. Yeah. The back of them is little button backs. They don't usually have anything on the back. There's like little buttons. Weird. Yeah, I don't know what the collection is.
I'm going to shake a bag and see if Scraggles come in.
Okay.
I heard her shake.
Scraggles! Bags! You want a treat? Trying to train Scraggles to come in here. But yeah, the front of these are all just like fun buttons.
They just look like stickers.
Yeah, they're all round and they have little scallop edges on them. I'm like, are those gonna?
Oh, they're scalloped edges. Oh, they are.
Yeah, little scalloped edges like you have on the regular ones. Yeah. The only other round ones usually are the international stamps. And so I was like, oh yeah, let's see these. Wait, are those international? Because those cost way more.
Yeah, they do cost more, of course.
I mean, it's still like slightly less than $15 a sheet for a sheet of stamps these days, but like whatever. Keep the post office public. I was like, yeah, I want to have those. So these are real fun. Yeah.
Which one's your favorite?
I think I have a favorite. You want to guess? Try to spell it.
I always thought you were gonna say the smile with the smiley face.
Oh, so close, but that's not it. I do like that one, of course.
I don't know.
It's one that says fun.
Which one's my favorite?
I'm gonna say your favorite is. How about Cheers?
It is. You know me.
Yeah. Yeah, the peace one is good. I really like the kudos one too.
Yeah.
Just one that says yes.
Yes. What?
Gotta work.
Gotta make that money.
Make purse. Yes. So yeah, these are fun. Yeah. So I got some.
The ones I knew that you weren't going to, like the sweet one, you're not gonna.
That one's okay.
Love the hello with it. Yeah, that's fine. But yeah, I figured the other ones would be more your jam.
Yeah, give me something like real, like over the top cheery. Yeah. This happy one with the flower down here kind of makes it.
That was a possibility.
But yeah, Smile is probably like my second favorite.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah.
Are you just saying that?
No.
Okay.
But I got to put these on the site. And I was like, some people are just gonna order stickers, and those I just send with the stamps. So I need some more stamps because I definitely don't have a whole lot of stamps.
Definitely.
I may have a lot of stamps.
Okay.
And then we got some stickies.
Scraggles!
So yeah, it's 6:30. So time
stick
for
30.
It's stick 30.
Stick 30.
Yeah. So those of you who are like stickers, boo, you can take off. Those of you who want to see some stickers.
Good riddance.
Wow.
Like stickers. Like, subscribe, pizza, stickers.
Yeah. Trusted by Val.
Scraggles. There she is.
Oh, hi, Scraggs.
Oh, hi, Scraggs. How you doing?
Would you like to have a treat on camera?
Would you like some treats? You would? Okay. Look at that little tail wag. Look at the tail wagging.
The tail is a wagon. Oh, there's another tail. Katie's like, what about me? I'll have a treat.
Come here. Yeah, I was just gonna come here. Come on. Let's do it.
Well, you didn't tell her to do anything, so.
Here.
She's waiting patiently.
Shake. Oh, there.
These are little beef sticks that Scraggles likes.
Do you want a high five? That's a good high five. That's such a good job. Now go through the leg? No. You went around. You didn't. Go through the legs. There you go. Lay down. Lay down. There you go.
Look at that little tail.
The little scraggly dog.
I've been teaching her to jump up, too, on the chair.
What do you mean? Like,
I just tell her to jump up, and I pat the chair, and she jumps up.
does she?
Most of the
I'm
time. You
gonna
see if
do
she'll
it.
do
There's
it.
Katie there, though.
She'll do it anyway.
You think so?
Yeah, she's brave and
Wow,
strong,
she's
and
not brave.
she's very brave, and she's very strong, and she can totally do it.
I've got plastic all over me.
Yeah.
Jump up.
You gotta pat the chair.
Jump up. That's a good job.
She did it.
She did
Dustin,
it.
champagne to go
Oh,
with the pizza. Oh, to toast nose and all of his greatness. Oh, thank you so much.
thank
Oh, look, you have a whole audience there. Here, I'll get you a Katie party treat as well.
Katie, let me make you do treats. Wanna shake?
She's like, I will come over here for one.
That's a good job. Look at little teethers. Your teeth are so cute. Little teeth are so cute.
Yeah. Thank you very much, Dustin. I really
Thank
appreciate
you,
that.
Dustin and Mr. Goodman.
Yep.
And
Thanks
everyone
to
else for just being here.
thanks to everybody who's hanging out with us today, and
Watching
us.
me weep, I'm sorry.
No, there's nothing to apologize for. They knew what they were coming here for. They knew what was gonna happen. It's in the title. I feel like, well, I didn't know you were gonna be weeping.
Well,
That's on you.
it said tears, it didn't say weeping.
Well, look.
She's a very good girl.
Yeah, Scraggles is a very
So
good kid.
smart.
She is, and now she's gone. She's like, oh, thanks, I'm out of here. Bye. I'm trying to teach her to like my office again. For some unknown reason, she's decided that she doesn't want to hang out in here.
It's the nose orbs. It scares her.
The
She can
ghost.
smell it.
No, it's not like
It was
that,
way
no.
before that.
Yeah, I think it was because in the spring I had my window open and there were a lot of there's a lot of construction going on nearby, and I think she was hearing a lot of like scary noises, and so she doesn't want to come in here much anymore. She'll come in and she'll eat her breakfast, then she'll leave usually. Or if it's raining, she'll come and sit under my feet.
Yeah, she will.
But-
She wants to come see you and hang out when it's that time.
So I'm just trying to
Don't
train her
let
that
it.
this is an okay place.
It is okay
So,
place for sure.
I want her to hang out with me, darn it.
Yeah.
All right. So thanks very much to those of you who
Thank you
are
so
going to bounce
much.
before look at some
Yeah.
stickers. We're going to look at some stickers, and then we're going to have some pizza because...
And I was just joking about you can,
yeah, of course. Oh, they know.
Well,
All right. So this time we got...
it's a stamp time this time.
It is. I love it. If you're not familiar, Sticky with... spelled thusly, Sticky Club, is a monthly... Hi, Katie.
Pig and fair.
I know. A monthly sticker subscription. They come in 3 varieties, pop, vintage, and cute.
Yeah.
And
Katie, stop it.
they tell you a little while before they send anything, what
Spoilers,
they give you some
but,
spoilers,
yeah.
so you can sort of pick which one you want. And this time we went with Vintage, and this one's called Erudite Life.
Which one do you think we get the least?
Probably we get cute the least.
No, we get cute the most, I'd say.
You think?
Yeah.
Maybe so. Maybe it's pop.
I
that's
would
the
say
least.
pop that we get least.
Vintage and cute get a lot of play here.
Yeah. Do they? Is there something going on
What are you talking
with
about?
a sticky? I feel like our friends were mentioning something about sticky, and I
Oh,
can't
there's
remember.
right now. There's like a Halloween pre-order.
Is
like
that
a Halloween,
what it is, or something?
like a
going
countdown
on?
to Halloween? I didn't actually pay that much attention to it because I don't really do Halloween much. But yeah, Sticky Club is cool. It's like
I don't know how to get to it, so never mind.
oh
Yeah, I don't know. I'll look on the sticky website.
yeah. Oh hey Claire, howdy. Yeah, she does a good high five. She's very good at that. So they always come in these little things with the 6-hole punches, so you can
We
put them in a
need to get
binder.
a couple binders.
Need to get a bunch of, or like one giant one or something. I don't know.
Yeah.
I keep them in a box down here. Anyway, this time it came with a stamp. Sometimes it comes with like an extra nice sticker, like a vinyl one or
So
something
it
like that.
says each pack comes with 7 sticker sheets, 3 stationery items, and 1 storage insert.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. This is one of the stationery items this time. It is a very nice like plastic stamp, one of those photopolymer stamps that you put on a stamp block of an owl with some books. I like that.
I like
good.
that.
Very nice.
Do you want some more info?
Okay.
You can actually buy all 3 for a month for $36. If you're like, I like all of these stickers, it's $36.
Yeah, they're about 12 a piece. Well, I guess plus like a couple bucks shipping or something.
So it's $1 to ship US,
Hmm.
$2.50 if you're in Canada, and then internationally is $3. Which is actually
not bad.
internationally, of any international shipping, $3 is a good price. So that's still worth it, I'd say.
Yeah. Also comes with usually either like a little notepad or postcards, or there's always like some extra stationery items. This time it came with a nice little notepad, our bookshelf, notes and reviews. That's pretty fun. Keep notes on things you're doing, or I use them for shopping lists sometimes. I use them to throw into orders sometimes. I use them for all sorts of stuff.
So yeah, it's the Midnight Tarot Halloween Advent Calendar, $24.98 pre-order limited edition.
Oh, you're doing a Halloween Advent. That sounds like fun.
Yeah.
I bet Becky's gotten this. Fun.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah, that is interesting.
Huh. $24.98.
We have here 12 never before seen sticker sheets. Nice. Accordion style Advent with 12 hauntingly unique pieces of mini black and white poster art created by us. Cover the sticker sheets designed by artists in each slot. Cool.
It's over.
What is?
I said it once goes to the 15th.
Oh, well. Looks like you still had the bag. Yeah.
Well, get it now if you want.
You can still do it. Also collect. Just go to. Well, I'll look it up here.
It's under the Sticky Boutique is the first thing.
Sticky Boutique.
Yeah.
Here we go. I used to have an affiliate code link thing for them, but they don't do that anymore. So don't try to use it. It won't work. Yep, there you go.
That's too bad.
Yeah, well, you know. So, yeah, that's pretty cool.
That seems like fun.
Yeah, it does seem fun. Yeah.
Yeah, that's probably better to see, but there you go. Those are some cute ones. Oh, that's cute.
Yeah. Cute. So yeah, if you're into stickers and Halloween and perhaps tarot-y things, there you go. All right.
Free domestic shipping, too.
Nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're welcome. And then it comes with a whole bunch of sticker sheets. Did you say 7?
If you order after the pre-order sale is over, domestic shipping will be $3.
So that's what it is.
It.
Yeah, so you have to pay a little bit of shipping.
There are no vintage style stickers. Interesting.
Huh. Interesting. All right. So this is Erudite. What is it? Erudite Life. There's a lot of desk things and stuff like that. I'm like, yeah, this is. I like this. So yeah, here we have all kinds of desk things.
Tape, a magnifying glass,
fountain
ruler,
pen,
tags, book, cat face.
She's like, hey, your hand's right there. You could just
go ahead and rub my face, my head, please.
Yep. Little goose.
I like your little spots.
This little place it by your ear where there's like a little whirl of says ball.
It's like, get off my whirl.
And these are really interesting.
That's weird, and I like that one a lot.
Yeah, I like how they look like they're all torn out of stuff.
Yeah, I really like
very
those.
Scrapbooky.
Katie, stop that! What are you doing? Your teeth.
She's rubbing her teeth on my hand. So just ladies reading and writing, but like all torn out. You're such a weirdo. Oh man.
Oh,
yeah.
I believe I mentioned here a few months ago that one of my stickers never got to my house. They resent them. That's good.
It's a really small team, so sometimes if you put in like a customer service thing, it'll take them a little while to get to you, but it's just because they're small. They won't ignore you. They're good. I forget what I had to do. Oh, I got a sheet or two of stickers in one of the first advents. What?
You can put that over it.
Oh yeah, you're right.
It'd just be easier then.
Yeah, that was like off cut. It was cut.
Yeah,
it was cut not right. I was like, these are like one of the best things in this calendar. Like, do you have any spares? I was gonna buy one. They're like, we'll just send you some. So they sent me that. They resent that one that was fixed, and then some extras because I don't know, sticky's cool. Yeah, it took a little bit of time. That's the way it goes, you know.
Little journal thing, little Galen leather sort of looking thing.
This really does look Galen leathery, doesn't it?
Yeah, that one and.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah. I think I have one of those right here.
Let me guess. You super love that desk.
That's a great desk.
You want that desk.
I have that desk upstairs.
Well, you don't use it.
Not
really. It has boxes full of your inks on it, probably.
No, not right now.
Oh.
No, it doesn't.
Oh.
Well, because it's closed. Yeah, so that actually, I have a roll top that was must be my grandmother's, I guess. And that's actually kind of my my distraction-free reading and stuff zone.
You don't want to do that for the next one, too.
Oh, yeah, you're right. I should just keep that one out.
Yeah.
Because if I'm down here, there's all kinds of distractions. Like
Yeah.
there's animals, there's stuff going on outside, there's computery stuff, and like I get distracted. And so
What?
I know. So I set up my roll top upstairs, and it's got a roll top and a lamp.
That's it.
So when I've got to go up there and like prep for a class and like read something, I just go up there and I'll take my phone off and I'll like put on a little music or something maybe, but that's it. And that's just like distraction free ish zone. So it does get used. Just I haven't used it this summer. I have not been working.
You love sticker stamps.
I love a sticker stamp.
Yeah, and these are great.
Yeah.
5-cent stamps.
1 cent stamps.
$2 stamps. Forget that.
There's a 50-cent stamp. That's extra expensive.
Wow.
So, yep, I love a sticker stamp. You just have a gilded edge, which is really nice.
I like a gilded edge.
Yeah, I really like how Sticky Club does. Like they use actual artists.
Yeah.
This one's done by Audrey.
Aw.
Yeah.
I'm glad there's an Audrey that's creative and good at something.
Audrey Okaya.
Yep.
Yeah, so find them. So if you like the art on there, you can go and find them. And I follow several artists on Instagram from Sticky Club.
And you can look at our artists. They have like on their website. You can click on that.
Yeah. Not all of them are done by independent artists, but like a lot of them are, and some of them are done by in-house artists and that sort of thing too. So there are definitely some of these people that I follow on Instagram because of their art.
Oh, I do.
Oh yeah.
Because I mean, some of them have their own merch and stuff too.
Oh yeah, they sell other stuff. I mean, they do other art stuff.
Yeah.
It's like some of the cute ones and like some of like the really absurd ones I haven't scrolled down to yet. Like I'm sure I follow Betty Turbo here. Where's the one that like does all the like weird little critters and like usually saying something or it's a pun or there's so many good artists. Here's one of the red panda people.
That's cute.
Oh yeah, we found the Callie and Co. We found them through this
on Twig. What?
Twig and Branch or something like that.
No, it's
Twig and Berry. No, Twig and something. Anyway,
yeah,
I like that I'm able to go and find stuff like that.
Yeah.
Oh, Charlotte Draws. I for sure follow Charlotte Draws because
fun.
Look at those. Just you find an art style you like. I'm like, yeah, I like that.
Yeah.
So anyway, I like that about Sticky Club. I think it's nice. All right, so there's the stamp ones. And then these are a style that I don't use that much. I probably should, but I don't use them that much. And these are kind of meant for like planners, that sort of thing, like setting up your own planner layouts.
Yeah.
Don't Google it. That's true. Don't Google that. Wow. But yeah, these are like, to set up your planner with your little days there. I don't use these as much as I should. I do use them sometimes.
Yeah.
But not that often. Sometimes if I'm like writing a letter or something, I'll put this on as like the date.
Yeah.
Just for funsies. Or sometimes I'll put them in my journal or something like that.
Yeah.
But sometimes they have stuff like that. Lots of different motifs. Just another clear one. And this one is it's an interesting art style. I like it. It's kind of like quasi-realism. I like it. Oh, Teabag Cartoons. Yes, Teabag Cartoons is the one I was looking for. Fantastic. Amazing Twitter content.
Let me see I'm going to keep scrolling
Instagram
to try and
content.
remember who it is. Oh, yours is plugged. Yours
it's plugged in.
Yours is not a...
It's
which
not
one?
wireless.
How dare.
I know. There's that one. This one's also kind of clear. This one's a little frosty, which is fun.
It's frost.
Yeah, it's got like a frosty texture to it. Which is... We got a lot of typewriters and notebooks.
There's
and
so
stuff.
many.
Yeah, everybody has a typewriter. Oh, vintage classic stuff? Typewriters, clearly.
Yeah.
Clearly. Yeah, so this one's really nice. Got little pencils and ink wells and all that kind of thing. Somebody just like should have stuck these pens in a jar of ink. That one that says Indian ink. That's weird. It should say India, and also you shouldn't put a fountain pen
Straddles,
in
is
there.
that you out there? Oh, I see you. I see ears.
Oh, look at her. She's creepering.
Oh, look at you, little creeper dog.
Hi there, creeper.
Hi.
You want to come in? You can come in
Want
here.
some treats?
Come on.
Give her some treats. It's treat time. I haven't found the ones I was looking for.
That's all right.
Oops.
That's okay. There's a lot. Oh, there's something Lupin Pig or something? Oh, there's more. Wow.
And then there's a lot.
There you go. What's it?
Yeah, you have to
Is
make her do
it?
treats.
Oh, that's a
Tricks for
girl.
treats.
Yeah, that's a good girl. You go jump up. Jump up. Go on, jump up. Go jump. Jump up. Jump up.
It's dance.
No, I'm
Oh.
jump up.
Oh. We're making her try and do different things.
That's a
Never
good
mind.
girl. There you go. I'm not gonna make her dance. I don't think she likes to dance with her back like that. I think her back might hurt sometimes.
Whose doesn't?
Audrey is still scrolling through their artists.
There's so many artists.
There goes Scraggles. You can come back in, you know. All right, I'm not gonna force her to.
She came in just a minute ago. That's good.
I know, she's a funny dog. Which one was I? Oh, I think we did this one already. Yeah, we did. And then this is the last one. You caught a tail wag? Oh yeah, she likes to wag that tail. So yeah, this one's like violins and lecterns in school and stuff like that. So pretty fun. Does Scraggs have a cuddly toy? No, she doesn't care about toys at all.
Nope.
Okay,
I couldn't find it, so I have to look at my Instagram. Then.
There's one. Was it the twig and whatever?
Yeah. I have to
look right. You
Hold
see
on, I just here. It's fine.
Okay. But no, she doesn't cuddle with toys. There was one toy that she liked. It was an abominable snowman, the adorable snowman.
Nettle and twig.
Nettle and twig. I knew it was twig and something. I knew there was a twig in there for sure.
Give me a. Yeah, come on, yeah. Follow them. Woodland animals and fun. Look at this.
I bought postcards and I've got a print actually.
Look at that.
Yeah, it's super adorable.
Look at it.
Yeah.
Look at them.
Mm-hmm. So yeah,
one more chapter.
I know. So you put on the floor to make her interested in staying like a rug or a cushion. You know, if she had a bed she used but she doesn't.
If only there was a Pusheen blanket that she loved.
I could bring that in here, huh? Okay, I'm gonna try that. I'll try that. She has a Pusheen blanket that we got in like a Pusheen mystery box or whatever, and she absolutely loves that thing. So sleeps on it all the time. So yeah, that's true. I'll try to do that. Yeah. I'll steal the Pusheen blanket and bring it in here in the morning.
Maybe we need to find another one so she can have one in both spots.
A second Pusheen blanket.
A second Pusheen blanket.
We'll have to try to do it.
Yep.
Your wife calls you because she's on her way home and interrupts your Friday stream.
That makes sense.
I cannot identify with a wife calling or texting and interrupting a stream. That doesn't seem like it's possible.
I would be coming home long before now.
Well, that's true.
Call you.
That's true.
Yeah, I call him around 5:30.
Yeah. So.
Well, do you want to have some pizza?
I would love to have some pizza.
Okay, good.
I'm gonna go get some candy for you.
I want some candy and pizza.
Yeah,
we're gonna do that. That's what I need. I'm really low on my candy and pizza meter right now.
Yeah, we're low on candy and pizza for sure.
Divorce time.
That's it. It's over. Yeah, I never would have thought of it either. But last year, Audrey got sick, and we were worried it probably was like a COVID thing. It turns out like maybe it wasn't. And anyway, she was locked up for a few days, and so Scraggles was staying with me out here, and that just happened to be on the bed, and she just happened to adopt that Pusheen blanket.
She loves that Pusheen blanket.
And so now I make a little bed for her at the end of our bed with a little pillow and a Pusheen blanket, and she sleeps on that.
And how does that have to be arranged?
It's got to be arranged so you can see the Pusheen, and it's got to be like smoothed out so it's nice and comfy to lay on. Is she going to scruffle up? Yes, but that's her prerogative.
She wants it smooth so she can ruffle it the way she wants.
That's right.
It to. Yeah.
Audrey laughs at me because I always make the bed for the dog and I don't make the bed for us. Well, I change the sheets and stuff. I just don't, as a matter of course, make the bed when I get up in the morning. But I will make the bed for the dog. So.
Yeah.
Do I spoil our pets? Yes, maybe.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, do I have a dedicated cat cam?
Yes.
For this cannonball?
Do we have
this little loaf almost fits in the frame. Almost. I wonder if I can make this a little bigger.
Heated things for our cats.
Do I have heated cat mats?
Yeah.
Yes, maybe. I can't really.
It's not that. Yeah.
There might be a way to do it, but I don't know if I have it here. Oh, it's probably on filters. Image mask. Woo!
Ghost cat.
I know, right? Scarred aspirate, you know? No, I don't want to do that. I don't know if I can fix it.
She's giving herself a little bath on the face.
It is what
You're
it is.
missing it.
There.
No, she's done now.
Yeah, as fun as why we get them. I know, right? Just do that. Big hug for
it's a big yawn.
Thanks,
Wow.
Yeah, so we're gonna try to take care. Thank you very much, Mr. Goodman and Justin.
Mike needs a nap, obviously.
I think I do. I was up until at least 5 today.
I was not.
No, you were snoring pretty good actually. It was
Well, the problem is with all the crying, my
Yeah, I
nose
know.
has been very stuffy, and then
Yeah.
you can't breathe
It's
well.
fine. It's no big deal.
I
I don't mind. I snore way worse than you do, so
Mm.
I can't cast stones. But yeah, Cheerio, Water Bus, Brahe, Ahoy Beans, Trust a
that's right.
Bivalve, Think of Spring the World, Make
Thanks
a
for
Better
the
Place.
fun. I mean, there was some fun.
There was a
Sorry,
little fun, a little sadness, a little bit of remembrance. You know, just kind of the way it goes.
Yeah. It was a roller coaster of emotions for the show.
Yeah.
I say.
So yeah, I'll see what I do next week for whatever you call it, for
San
live stream
Francisco,
for
yeah.
San Francisco. If you're gonna be in San Francisco, please come up and say hi. Don't be like, oh, I saw you, but I didn't want to interrupt. No, just come say hi. That's to both of us, I think.
I'll be sitting. As far as I know, I'm in the same spot. In San
Audrey will be
Francisco.
easy to find.
That
She'll be in the
corner.
same place most of the time.
Yep.
I will be sometimes sitting with her, but you'll be too shy. Get out of here, Claire.
Oh.
You better
right.
not. Also,
Right.
give Ollie a pet for us, because
Give all your pets
give all your pets. Yeah.
or your significant other pets. You know.
She petted me too much.
Oh, I can't help it.
So there's all of Octopus. See you in SF. Indeed.
Nice. Well, we see several of you.
Yeah, it'll be really cool. So definitely come and see us if you see us at shows. We're always cool to say hi. So enjoy meeting you both in DC, and thanks Audrey for the amazing Sig Grind new silver dragon pen.
Wow.
Oh, I know who you are.
I know you are. Good.
Yeah.
I'm so glad.
Hiding your-
I'm enjoying it.
Hiding your room is a totally fair thing to do. San Francisco's paint show can be overwhelming. Even for me as a pretty hardcore extrovert. Well, ambivert, but very hardcore on both sides.
But when you're in the zone of you're really extrovert at times.
Yeah,
you know?
yeah. I guess it means I can do both. By myself, fine. With a whole bunch of people, also great.
Great.
Yeah, fine. Very flexible. So yeah, come see us, and we'll see it. Hopefully, I'll stream some stuff. I actually have Audrey and I have a fun project in mind, so we'll see what that comes to next week. But it's something we talked about. We talked about at one point. Well,
Okay,
I have an idea. So anyway.
Oh, okay.
Until next
I think I know
time.
what you're talking about.
Think about what you put out in the world, make it a better place. Pet your pets, and trust a bivalve.
Don't trust a bivalve. Love nosy cats. Have a great weekend. We'll see you on Sunday at 4 o'clock.
Sure.
4 o'clock on Sunday. South Africans foods.
Yeah.
Cheerio water bus.
Brahe. Beans. All that jazz.
Beans. Ahoy.
There. Good.
Nailed it.
Perfect.
Pizza.
No notes. Yeah. All right.
Bye,
So
Bobcat.
that's it. Remaining cast just made it all the hugs he's getting. This one is not upset by the amount of attention
No.
she has gotten lately. She
No.
is here for it. So. There you go. There's Katy Perry. All right, folks. Thanks very much. That's it for real. I'm going to take off. We're going to eat some pizza, and see you later. Bye, everybody.
Love you. Bye.
Thanks for hanging out.